when all animals in the world, regardless of possess super intelligence, no less than humans, and unite to hunt down humans on the surface. Whether traveling by plane or going out normally, they may be attacked by groups. Even your pet dogs will turn against and hunt down their masters. So how long can the so-called masters of the earth, how long can they last? The roles of hunters and prey may be swapped in an instant. Moreover, these animals not only have spiritual intelligence. In the early stage of awakening, they hide their wisdom and lurk among humans. They quietly hunt humans once, to hone their killing skills. When people react, they will suddenly find that the earth has changed masters. I'm Blue Kiwi, who focuses on film and television commentary. Today, I bring you an underrated American TV series, Land of the Living. As we all know, humans originated in Africa, and the revival of animal intelligence also began here. Jason and Black are guides of African hunting tribes. They delivered supplies to the tribe as usual, but unexpectedly, the tribe that should have been lively was silent. Everyone was mysteriously missing, but there were freshly cooked meals on the table. From the dropped camera, they found a video. When Lao He saw it, and his face turned black, what exactly attacked the entire camp? Soon, they found lion droppings nearby. But strangely, there was only one lion's footprint at the scene. But there were so many people in the tribe, it couldn't be wiped out by a single lion. The two immediately drove the car to search around, to see if there were any survivors. Jason had a sudden idea. If many lions and entered the tribe in a line, then there would only be a string of footprints left. Sure, then they all played musical chairs. As soon as Jason said that, even Jason himself thought it was ridiculous. Soon, they saw a tourist bus ahead. The two got off the car and approached carefully with a shotgun. They saw a shoe after a few steps. Stay here. Keep me covered. The atmosphere suddenly became tense. As the old Black approached, a weak cry for help came from the bloody car. Lao He immediately got on the bus to rescue, and Jason suddenly noticed something approaching. Soon a woman rushed out and said something in French. Jason didn't understand a word, but in this gap, a lion had taken the opportunity to climb onto the car. Jason immediately went to save her. After a scream came from the car, the lion appeared at the back of the car with blood in its mouth. Angry Jason immediately shot, but it alerted more lions. Seeing this, the two immediately ran towards the car, and the lions around instantly surrounded them. At the critical moment, the two finally escaped into the car, but the car wouldn't start at the critical moment. Seeing the lions were about to break the glass and rush in, the car finally started. Then it drove away under their unwilling gaze. Their daughter's name is Chloe, because the day before their wedding, she found out that her boyfriend and her sister had an affair. She told Jason. A group of lions attacked them. Only he survived among 15 people in the camp. But Jason didn't believe it after hearing it. Because African lions are territorial, there couldn't be two lions in one area, let alone a group. But he would soon believe it, because the lions damaged the water tank of the car, so it broke down halfway. The camp was 6 kilometers away. They had to walk back. Chloe was furious. Isn't this delivering food to the lions? But he had to leave no matter how reluctant he was, because staying here would be a death sentence, and they wouldn't make a long journey to hunt them. However, if there is no accident, the accident came. They met a group of lions by a cliff. They surrounded the two, obviously wanting to take them away. At such a close distance, Jason finally noticed something unusual. Fortunately, the ditch wasn't deep. They fell and didn't get hurt after a dog-eat-dog fall, and his son successfully blocked the lion's approach. So the two followed the river ditch and finally returned to the camp before dark. Jason was full of the provocative gaze of the male lion during the day. His father was an animal scientist, mentioned the so-called provocative pupil many years ago. Everyone thought his father was crazy, and he always thought the provocative pupil referred to one of his students. Now it seems that everyone was wrong, but for now, he should call for help first. Outside a bar in Los Angeles, two drunkards were peeing, but a lion appeared above their heads. The man was scared and kept backing away, but there was another one behind him. Soon, the media reported that two lions killed the trainer, which escaped from the zoo by accident, and also ate two. Citizen reporter Bell also immediately launched an investigation. He found that the lions had been docile for years, until 8 months ago. The zoo changed the feed to that of Leiden Company. They started to show violent and aggressive behavior. Just as he was about to seize the opportunity to report, the editor-in-chief found him, because Leiden Company is a major shareholder of the newspaper. Bell's reports undoubtedly damaged their interests, so he was fired that afternoon. But he obviously wouldn't let this cancer go, so he started working alone. He continued to investigate investigate the zoo. He quietly found the zoo's pathologist and wanted to get some useful clues from him. Seeing this, immediately took him to the morgue. The 2 lions were sent to him after being killed. But Morgan was obviously studying why the lions suddenly attacked, but he found nothing unusual. These 2 lions grew up in the zoo and had a good relationship with the trainers, and they had never hurt anyone before. Their physical indicators were also healthy. When Bell heard this, again mentioned the change of the food from Lytton, but when Morgan heard this, he said responsibly that it wouldn't be the food. Even if there is a problem with the food, it would only cause illness and cancer. It wouldn't cause the lion's temperament to change. Seeing no useful clues, he planned to leave. But Morgan said another strange thing, that all the nearby pet cats have all disappeared recently. When Bell heard this, immediately pulled him to look for them. Soon, they found on a tree, found all the missing cats. It's densely packed. Where are they missing? They weren't missing, they were having a meeting, but they couldn't explain it for a moment. Finally, Morgan could only attribute all this to the honeysuckle under the tree. They thought it played the role of catnip. However, when Belle called the management agency to claim that she found the missing cats, the other party seemed to understand. They suddenly scattered, and then returned to their respective owners' homes in an orderly manner. The anomaly of the awakening of all animals has begun, and the anomaly is still getting worse. Jason and Bells are advancing side by side. Both of them have found a clue, but the truth is just the tip of the iceberg. Perhaps all animals have awakened, but are still lurking, and are still learning human knowledge, and the protagonist group will also unite later to face this racial war. Okay, see you next time.